Hi, it's Debbie here again. This is my day 3 video of our 90-day challenge, and today I came up to my friend Zelda's I Want Cupcake shop up in Lindale so I could have a bit of a different background, and it's not nice weather like it was yesterday, and so I didn't want to sit in the bus today and make a video, and I thought, I'll get out, and so I did. And I'm just showing you this beautiful place. I mean, she's just getting ready for high tea, so there's going to be a huge influx of people in here soon, and so I'm not going to be able to have the privacy to do this video, so I have to just quickly do it while I've got the time. Now, yesterday, I hope you read my blog that there might have been a disaster in the night if we didn't get the water back on into our mobile home, and my poor husband, he did 2 lots of 97k trips to get the part needed. He had to go back, to get the part needed for the water problem. He came home with 1 lot and it didn't quite fit, so he had to go back and get it again, get another one, and so it turned out to be a long day for him. Luckily we had to get up early yesterday so I could get off to the doctor's, and then we got home within an hour and a half of being at the doctor's. I'd missed all my webinar and I'd missed all the things I normally do in the morning, and so I did spend yesterday morning doing 2 hours worth of videos, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, when I got up this morning, of course there is no sunshine today, and so I thought, well, what can I do today just to make it a little bit different? So I thought, well, I'll come up to Zelda's, and here I am. And now I've got that little froggy in my throat again. That's been following me around for a few days. So this is my video, and I wanted to tell you about last night. He got it fixed, and isn't that fabulous? Because he didn't have to go through all that problem that I wrote about in my blog. So I hope you did read the blog and my Deb's Big Idea Mastermind.com, because I put a detailed story in there of what might happen if the water was not fixed before night time. And fortunately for me, and for him, as he keeps reminding me, the water was fixed, and so I was able to use my own loo whenever I want to, rather than run over and use the public facilities. Now, I just wanted to share with you today how getting a business up and running isn't easy, and you get into a lot of problems. Some people don't have enough money, some people don't get the time because they don't realise it's going to take time. They think, oh, everyone's in business, it's so easy, but it isn't. There's a mountain of paperwork that has to be completed. You have to have stock, you have to have things like, well, for Zelda, she had to have cups and saucers, and she had to have all these decorations throughout the shops. And then she had to have tables and chairs, and she had to have a venue in the first place, a place where people would come and sit down if they wanted to. She had to have decorations all over the place, like pot plants, and then she's got to have a blackboard on the wall. I mean, these are all things you don't think about when you decide to go into business until you get there. And you just get there, and here's this big open space that you're going to rent, which has to be paid for every single week. And you think, oh, what have I done? What have I done? So unless you've really got a passion for being in business, I'd suggest that you don't do it. Because even working online, you need to have a little bit of something in your head in order to do it. I mean, you're going to get a lot of pounding from people who just love you the most and saying, why did you leave your job? We've got no money. And that might happen for a while. It might happen for a year. It might happen overnight, but it doesn't always happen overnight. It could happen over a year. It might even take 2 or 3 years. Even offline businesses take a long time to get established. So I just wanted to point that out to you today, that maybe we're not getting in cups and saucers and places to put your cupcakes and forks and plants and whatever to make the place pretty. You're actually getting your mind prepared for keeping away those naysayers, and that's your biggest job, because you're going to have 80% spent on your mind and the other 20% on your business. Well, and then the business, you've got to learn how to do things online, and if you've never done anything online, well, the first thing you need to do is get a computer. And then you think, well, what kind of computer? What's it got to have? And you know, I have to rely on my cousin. If I didn't have my cousin to tell me what to get, I would just go and get any old computer. It's probably not going to be enough to do the videos I have to do now, for all I know. I'm not techno-minded. I just ring him up and say, look, it's going wrong. I'll have to come out and you have to sort it out. And so he does, and I just sit there and play with their baby while he does it. And then I just pay him, and then I come home again. So, I mean, these are all things you've got to think about when you decide to go into business, even online. So it's not easy. But if you are determined to make an online businessman of yourself, to be an entrepreneur, you can do it. I can tell you now, you can do it. Even if it's going to take some time. Don't worry about that. Just make sure that every day you are learning something else, that you are applying it so that you know how to do it tomorrow before you learn the next thing. Make sure that you are prepared financially, because things cost money. Yes, you can go into a lot of things for free, but you don't get the same advantages if you pay for things. How many people on the offline business shores give you things for free just to try out for 30 days or something like that? Not many of them. So you're very, very lucky on the online business that there are a lot of people who are willing to ask you to pay maybe $1 for the first 30 days, and then you go into a paying system whereby you pay every month to use their service. If you like it, you've got 30 days to sort it out whether you do. You can go somewhere else and sort another one out, that's fine. But you know, you've got to get yourself organised. You've got to find out what it is you want to do for a start. You need to know what niche you want to be capturing. And a niche is some interest that you have, like you might be in the Weight Watchers type of niche. That's great. You might be a muso, so you'd be looking in the music niche. You might be an author. I mean, I didn't know I was going to be an author until it happened. And then I didn't realise I was an author until I got my first check from Amazon. So, I mean, up until then, I was just writing books for fun, really. So these are all things you have to think about. So this is the gist of my recording today for my day 3 video. That when you want me to be your coach, or when you want to help me and join me in my business so we can help other people once you've grown, well, then we can get together and sort other things out as well as we go along. Now, all you have to do is on the side of my page here, you've got a business opportunity that you can join with me. You can go in for free for a start. That's no problem. When you are able to, I suggest you start at $25 after that. And then as you're able to go up further, I suggest you work your way up to Diamond, because Diamond is the only way to go. This is the way. We are going to have the money to do all the things we want to do to help other people. You know, one of my goals when I was very young was to be one of the world's greatest philanthropists. And this is how I'm going to do it. And this is going to be my vehicle. So if you want to be with me and me to be with you, just put your details, your name so I know who you are, your email address so I know how to get hold of you, and please add my Skype address to yours so that we can talk together every day. We don't have to talk together face to face. We can actually do it just through messaging, that's fine. But there are clever ways that we can share screens and we can help each other, you know, learn and see what you need, and maybe you know something that I don't know and that we can learn together. But then we can be together in our business. So this is the sort of person I'm looking for, someone who has a passion to have an online business, someone who wants to be an entrepreneur, someone who wants to help people. Okay, so just put in your name and your email address and click through, and let's get started. Talk to you again tomorrow.